Hey guys, it's Josh from WA Production, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all the details about our latest update to our popular Loop Engine plugin, Loop Engine 1.1. This update comes with some major enhancements that are going to improve your workflow and help you get the most out of this plugin, and I'm really excited to share with you some of the details. I'm not going to go too into all the specifics about how to use Loop Engine or how it works. There are other videos for that. I'll do the basics and then go into more about what's new and what you're going to find in the latest version. So be sure to go update Loop Engine to Loop Engine 1.1 and follow along with me in this video because it's really, really awesome. So as before, Loop Engine has a few main views. So first you've got your loop view, which shows you the overall loop controls. You've got your chord view where you can dive into a specific chord and deal with all of the parameters that affect that specific chord. And then you have voice view. So you've got your 8 different voices that can be sent to different instruments, different channels. And by going into the voice view, you can edit each one of those. So nothing has changed in terms of the overall way Loop Engine works, but there are some nifty new features that I'm pretty excited about. So first, if you click down here, we've now added a Tooltips button. So now, I understand that this plugin, it takes a little bit of time to get used to. There are a lot of amazing features. Once you get the hang of it, it's rather simple, but you might not know what every single button does. So now with the Tooltips on, you can hover over each of the parameters and it will tell you exactly what it does. So that's pretty useful, especially if you're brand new to Loop Engine. Another new feature is the preset browser. So this is completely new. Now your presets can be categorized into a ton of different moods, genres, modes, voices, chord amount, and the producer. So this is really helpful to be able to navigate your different presets, save your own presets, and just be a lot more organized with them. So if you want to save your own preset, you can do that here. And now you can add these different categories to your preset. Enter a new producer. If you're not one of these, you can add your own. You can enter your preset name and then classify it in a mood and a genre. As before, there are also chord presets and voice presets. This preset browser is the complex loop presets, which control all the settings within Loop Engine. Whereas down here, you've got the chords presets, so you can just change the chords without changing any of the other stuff like the voices and such. So in the chords section, you have your chord-specific presets as well, similar kinds of settings in here. You can also save just the chords as you can with the whole complex loop preset as well. But then if you dive into the voices, you've got your voice preset browser here as well, which has one additional thing, which is the number of partitions, and also the modes are, you can filter by normal mode and poly mode, and the number of partitions, like I mentioned. So just some different settings. As I said, you can save your presets as well here. Speaking of partitions, that's a whole new ball game as well. So let's solo this voice that we're in right now. So let's hear how that sounds. So now you actually can have up to 16 partitions. Previously, you could only have 8. Cool. So that gives you a lot more flexibility, especially when you've got the poly mode turned on as well. You can do some really interesting stuff when you have that many partitions available. So now you just have a lot more flexibility to create some more interesting melodies and arpeggios that way. Additionally, now in Loop Engine 1.1, you've got the ability to add automation to a lot of the included parameters. So I've set that up here for you, as you can see. So we can now automate the octave of our chords, the key, and then the mute of each of the voices. So now it's a lot easier to kind of create an entire composition rather than just your, 8-bar loop or whatever it might be. You can really create a composition by muting different voices, changing the keys, etc., like I've done here. Anyway, not the most beautiful thing I've ever created, but just wanted to show you an example where I am muting different voices, well, actually unmuting them to bring them in one at a time as the progression goes on. And then we have a key change over here. As you can see, if I show you when I open Loop Engine, you can actually see it happen. Have a look at the key here. So that basically wraps it up for now. I hope that you'll find these new features helpful. I think they're going to make a big difference to your workflow and just your organization and being able to create really interesting compositions that go beyond just a static loop. So hope you found these helpful. Go enjoy Loop Engine, update it to version 1.1, and I can't wait to see what you guys create with it. Have fun.